In Captain America: Brave New World, our new Captain America will face at least 5 enemies, including President Ross aka Red Hulk, Samuel Stearns aka the Leader, Giancarlo Esposito's mercenary villain Sidewinder, a brainwashed Isaiah Bradley, and an untrustworthy government official Sabra. While Red Hulk and the Leader are more likely to be the movie's main villain, the movie's secondary antagonists also certainly will pose a considerable threat. The movie will feature a character named Ruth Bat Seraph aka Sabra. In the comics, Ruth is an Israeli mutant who worked for the Israeli Secret Service Mossad, and also for the Tel Aviv police force as a cover. In the comics, Ruth was first introduced in 1980's Incredible Hulk issue 250. She was in there as a cameo where she tried to stop the Hulk. Actually, she mistakenly believed that Hulk was working with Arab terrorists operating in Israel, as Hulk left the scene with the body of a young Arab killed by the terrorists, so Sabra chased him. At the end of their encounter, Hulk gave a good speech, by lashing out at her about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and the death of a child because of this foolish war. After that, Sabra made sporadic cameos in many storylines, such as Contest of Champions, X-Men Civil War, and Secret Invasion, but her 1980 debut in Incredible Hulk remains her most memorable appearance. In the source material, Sabra's mutant nature enhances her body's natural abilities, which grants her super strength of lifting about 50 tons, maximum speed of about 60 miles per hour, better agility and endurance, and reflexes allowing her to go hand to hand with the Hulk. Sabra is also trained in martial arts and is skilled with a variety of weapons, including a special cape that helps her glide through the air. Sabra's standout superpower is her ability to transfer her life force to others, which also grant them superpowers in the process, and this is how she created her first enemy, the wind-manipulating windstorm. However, there is a drawback with the life force power. When she gives away her life force, her standard power levels drop, but they return to normal once she takes her life force back. But the most important thing about Sabra is her origin, because it contains a great controversy. As we know, Marvel's legacy is tied to history and myth both, but the establishment of Israel in 1948 in the already occupied Palestinian territory was a controversial one, and comics that enforce that states' military powers are therefore picking a side. However, Sabra was created in 1980, but the hero's name is drawn from a slang term for an Israeli-born Jew, and the hero Ruth Bat Seraph begins to fight the Hulk after his actions result in the death of a Palestinian boy. Many readers on that time have criticized Sabra's response, where she is seen to show little remorse for the boy, and this criticism of the hero has led to difficulties in the character's inclusion in other projects. Maybe whatever her personal outlook or opinions on details are, but Sabra is clearly aligned with Mossad, and Mossad as a police force has been party to much violence across the Arab regions, especially in Palestine. By linking a comic book hero with a violent force will always cause such issues, so as a result many audiences have called for a boycott of the film due to Sabra's inclusion. However, the studio has promised that the filmmakers are taking a new approach with the character Sabra, who was first introduced in the comics over 40 years ago. This statement suggests that the filmmakers were always aware of the controversy surrounding the character, so they have made strides to address this situation diplomatically. In response to much of the controversy surrounding the character, now Marvel's Israeli superhero is a Black Widow rather than a Mossad agent. In fact, in the teaser she is no longer a Black Widow but is instead a member of the US government. She is reported to have a trusting relationship with Harrison Ford's Thaddeus Ross. Considering the controversial details of the character's origins, this feels like an accessible albeit watered-down reinterpretation that Marvel will use in an attempt to avoid sowing discord. Considering the darker side of the Black Widow program in the film of the same name, the character of Sabra may actually have a twisted violent past that is actually a regrettable part of her life. Even with these changes, by elevating an Israeli character who is aligned with Mossad, the studio can be seen to be indirectly supporting the actions that Mossad has taken on the Gaza Strip and all across Israel and Palestine. Violence in the area has only escalated over the past year, and many people's lives and families have been affected by the atrocities committed in the region on a daily basis. Sabra is not intended to be referred by this name in the film. Instead she is referred to as Ruth, and that is a positive development. While the name Sabra is intended to refer to the word's other meaning, it also brings up memories of the Sabra and Shatila massacre of 1982 where many Palestinians were killed. It is however notable that the hero existed before this horrific event, and her name actually has nothing to do with it. Marvel has taken great measures to alter Sabra's role in the film and to change her details, name, and role from the comic book origins. But still there is a great deal of controversy packed into the character's origins, that it seems strange to retain any link to Sabra whatsoever. So guys, that's it for today. What are your thoughts on MCU's new controversial character? Please tell me in comments. And if you feel this video gives you content, please like and share this video. And before going, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys. We will see you soon.